Alright, we're gonna watch this video about June Bob. It's called Things That the Games Doesn't Teach You in Final Fantasy XIV. Please look forward to it. Things the game doesn't teach you. If you haven't seen the June Bob video, they're really good. Really flashy and informational and just visual knowledge, visual teaching. I'm a big fan of visual teaching. So you're gonna see me stop this a lot in the middle of stuff because he's not gonna be talking. There's just gonna be visuals. Essential basics, collection of important concepts and terms. And I think we take it for granted. Final Fantasy players, when we explain things to people, we just say GCD, OGCD, and clipping, and all these other things, and weaving, and snapshot, and they be like, oh, what are you talking about? So this is great that he's going to go to the essential basics. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I love the animation on the side. Global Cooldown. This is something that you hear a lot in Final Fantasy, GCD. And it refers to the moves that are on global cooldown, which means that they share recast times. Using one will make all GCDs unavailable until the cooldown completes spins. And that's kind of what icons look like on your hotbar when you're going through GCDs. Oh, he's got a warrior. Good choice. Using a GCD will put all GCDs on cooldown. None will be available until the CD makes a full spin. The cooldown. And Machinist, this is just using all my classes here, man. Look at this. Jobs. Off global cooldowns. These refer to moves that have independent cooldowns. These can be used during a global cooldown spin. And this, I think this is the #1 problem a lot of WoW players who haven't tried the game yet don't understand. You need to look at something like this. When you incorporate, don't watch somebody's review that they've only been playing till level 20 and they're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there's like this 1.5 second global cooldown. Like, oh, it's too slow. You need to watch something like this where somebody's properly weaving their off global cooldowns and it looks like that you're constantly doing something. Using off global cooldowns during the cooldown spin is referred to as weaving. I'm not talking about Weaver. Not close. Ooh, I like this. Due to personal lag plus recast time plus animation startup delay. That's very important. You'll generally weave 1 to 2 off global cooldowns during a spin. I max out at 2. Especially when I play like Machinist. But for some other classes, I don't tend to do 2 as much as I do a Machinist. Machinist, I'm trying to spam 2 in between each one all the time. I probably need to do it with more classes though. But I think for like a lot of weaving, I think Machinist is the one I've worked on the most because it relies so much on that personal lag and animation time. For something like Warrior though, I don't have that much trouble weaving stuff. You can't, this is for casters, you can't weave mid-cast. Use an instant cast if you intend to weave. So. Weave to win! Oh, look at that gunbreaker. Continuation is a good way to... And some samurai. More output. This is how you get good. This is what you do on a target dummy. You practice weaving. And I'll admit, I'm bad at it. I'm pretty bad at it. If you watch my stream, you're gonna see me. Oh, I was gonna say the clipping word. I don't know if he's gonna cover clipping. You'll see me clipping combos all the time. I mess them up all the time, but I try to get better. And I think the longer I play a class, the better I get. My problem is that by the time I get somewhat decent, I'll switch. I don't stay with one class long enough to even get somewhat good. And I guess that's part of being a content creator. I always try to cater to my audience and switch classes every now and then and change it up and stuff. Oh, that's a beautiful opener. It allows actions to be used at a specific time so they're available when needed. I think my photo picture is cutting off stuff, so let me do this. Yeah, we'll go to this one. Timing plus clipping. I've done this. I have done this exact thing. When you do inner release on time, you'll get all your fail cleaves. If you do it too early, you'll drop one. And let me tell you how many times I've dropped fail cleaves. Ah! Oops. Using the off-global cooldown delay while GTD is up will cause delay in your next GTD actions. Clipping. There it is. It's like he's showing my footage of me playing. Rear and flank. Oh. You don't have to be directly south or east-west of the boss. Just play around the edge. Beautiful. It's nice when they got a leg like Omega to just show that spot. Melee DPS prefer an enter card south position on bosses for this reason. Exactly. Exactly. This is why they ask tanks to pull the boss facing north. That way you can see where your positionals are. Oh, snapshotting. Yeah. I talked about this in my my things that Final Fantasy are good at, bad at. I forgot the title, but one of the bad things was that, yeah, you have to do this kind of stuff. Oh, that was a beautiful, oh, wow. That might have been the best visual I've seen of a snapshot ever. Yeah, he runs out based on the animation and he gets hit. And not based on the snapshot. The visuals are kind of a lie, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna turn my face off because I'm just in the way of all of this. But you can't read this. Visuals are independent of snapshot timing. As long as the snapshot is already happening, has already happened, it is safe to move to attack AoE's destination. That's a good point. You don't have to wait until the animation happens. As soon as the snapshot disappears, go in. You know, use your gap closer. I see a lot of tanks do that. They'll just sit there, wait for the animation, and then like slowly run back in where you can just gap close and get right back in there. Yep, there it is. That's the exact scenario I just described. Notice how this tank, as soon as the snapshot happened, he gap closed and got back in. I think I didn't go back far enough, but yeah, the cast bar is your backup if there's no telegraphs. Yes, snapshots apply to your buffs and debuffs, namely your cooldowns, your damage mitigation on tank. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten clapped because of this. Just got destroyed. Just like Thanos snapped. Oh, hey, look, it's me on the right. That's exactly what I was just describing. He did, in this case, his hallowed ground damage mitigation. And he did the buff too late, so it registered after the snapshot. And notice the guy on the left lives, the guy on the right dies. Even though they both did it before the animation, it's all about the snapshot. This is very important stuff, man. I love this video. That laugh. Oh yeah, this is something I learned like last expansion about the best time to do this. Yeah, provoke during the cast bar and shirk after the provoke. Yep. Because I've had failed vokes and shirks before, and that was the reason why. And if there's no cast bar, you have to just remember the timing. Got it. Which takes practice and many deaths. Oh, I can't. That is so true. Understanding these concepts will help you play more confidently. That is so true. You won't be scared to go into a new fight. Like, you won't be scared to go into a fight blind if you know these concepts. Greed. Dance like you want to win. Love it. Great stuff, man. Great video. I really, really enjoyed that. That is a great video for you guys. Especially those of you who are brand new to the game, who are brand new to Final Fantasy XIV. Watch this video. I'm going to put the link in the show description. It's got some great tips. This is stuff the game doesn't teach you. And a lot of times players don't teach you. There's 7-year veterans that don't know half of this stuff. And they get through the content just fine. It's not like this is something that you absolutely have to know. But it just makes your life easier, and you'll have less anxiety going into dungeons and raids and stuff. And you'll become much better at the game as a result, especially if you master clipping. Once you master clipping, your confidence goes way up. If you can avoid clipping, I should say, and get your weaving down to a science, you can go to a target dummy and just really do work. Really do work. Great video, man. Battle basics, things the game doesn't teach you. Thanks everybody for watching. Click a like, subscribe button if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.